All right, collectors, today on the channel, we're going to take a look at the Bone Brawler from Fwoosh Toys, I think is what it is. Yokai Bone Brawler from Fwoosh Toys. Yes, that Fwoosh, that reviewer. Look, I don't have anything against any of reviewers. The more of us, the merrier, I think. Whatever. I mean, it's a fun hobby to be in, and, you know, he's one of the successful ones that has... well, I mean, everybody measures success in their own way, right? But he definitely has one of the larger followings. And he managed to put together not only this particular figure, but he has actually a toy line. The reason I picked this up is there was a lot to do. You know, full transparency, I missed out on the Storm Collectibles skeletons that they had a while back. I really wanted a pair, and I never got a pair. And that's okay. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't, and now they're worth, you know, a ton of money on the secondary market that I am not willing to pay. So when I saw this guy come up, I was like, you know what? He's a reviewer. He knows what's important to us. I think they're $36.99 on Big Bad Toy Store. Well, they were. I don't know if they're still available or not for you to pick up, but I picked this up last week, I think. It came in the mail. I forgot to show it to you guys on the weekly hauls. But you know, I thought I'd give it a review. I mean, a review on a YouTube reviewer's toy. Think about the inception on that. I just thought of that. It's like inception within an inception. So anyways, yeah, let's take a look at the packaging here. Very nice packaging. He comes right in there. He comes with a lot of other stuff, and we'll get to all that in a minute. There's his Fwoosh Toys. Yep, he's got an Instagram, logos, all that great stuff. Bone Brawler. That's what you get. That's what he looks like. Yeah, I like the packaging. Very nicely done. Very stylish. You know, classy. I dig it. It's very classy. Very nice. So yeah. All right. Am I gonna keep it? I don't know. Maybe. Probably not though. Let's get to the figure. It is a skeleton. Yeah. Let's get closer in there. Lots of washes in this figure. I can tell that he, you know, they really, you know, took their time on, well, I don't know if they took their time or not, but I can appreciate a good wash when I see it, and I see it here. They did a good job with it. I mean, the plastic on this feels, it doesn't feel gummy. It doesn't feel sturdy. It feels delicate, but it doesn't feel so delicate that you're thinking you're going to break it every 5 seconds, although you probably should be gentle on it. So anyways, there's that. It does look, I mean, it looks like a skeleton, man. It looks like a dirty old skeleton would that came to life and started walking. Probably would not hang out to ask it any questions or see what it's up to doing. But yeah, the joints are kind of, you know, they're tastefully positioned. I like it. I like, aesthetically, this does the job. It clearly, you can tell, the packaging wasn't lying. Clearly this is a human skeleton brought to life in an action figure form. It's got all the major components there. And it, you know, as you guys saw in the action shots there, it articulates very well. So, on a scale of, you know, I rate my figures 1 to 5, 1 being trash, 2 being give it to Goodwill, 3 being a okay figure, 4 to 4.5, or 4 to 4.5 being a solid figure. Anything from 4.5 and above, you know, it's a great figure. Sometimes we take it to 5.1, and that's turning it up to 11, right? You got to go have it. That's a Spinal Tap reference for you youngsters. So anyways, looking at this, definitely a nice figure, well done. This is my first Fwoosh Toys. And like I said, it feels, it doesn't feel cheap, but it certainly feels light. And I mean, that's the nature of this thing, right? It's literally the skeleton body of a human. So no meat on these bones. So anyways, let's now that we've taken a really close look at it, let's go ahead and look at some articulation, because yeah, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 5, I give it, like I said, I give it a solid, 4.5. I think it's really nice, and the joints are pretty much tastefully hidden, so it's a really nice figure. It's good. I dig it. Aesthetically, and I'll show you why. Also, this isn't the only head. Does this one articulate? This one does not, but there's another thing that comes with these heads. Pretty neat. This particular head can mimic most heads in that it can go up quite a ways, but then actually the neck can take it even further back. So I mean, you can truly just see it's got a complete range of motion there, right? So you could truly look straight up or look straight down. So fantastic job there. Goes right to left. It's got a ball joint in there and then another joint here, and it turns there and it turns up. So it's got a lot of points of articulation there. I mean, this thing has a lot of potential for, as I would assume, for posing. But there are some limitations. T-pose, of course, it can do a T-pose very easily. So there it is. It is hitting that clavicle, I guess, a little bit, but that's okay. It's still a very nice T-pose. I'm fine with it. He does have articulation there, and I think even the bone moves a little bit here. So both of these are articulated. He's got articulation here at the bone, at the elbow. It's a single joint, but it's more than 90. But it's still, I would have liked it a little more articulated there, but it is what it is. It's fine. And he can twist it here. Let me see if I can get him to do it. See? So you have a point of articulation there as well. He has articulation here in the hands. Let me see if I can get him to do it. Yep, there's that. In and out. Almost McFarlane-esque, because what you could do is actually twist it here, I believe. And he can move it that way or that way. So you've got some ability there as well. So there's that. Same thing on this arm. Now you've got some interesting stuff going on here. You have a joint up here and a joint down here. He can turn side to side up here, up and down, and then same thing down here, articulation point there and there. So lots of movement there, and he can literally do one of these. He can almost bend like a briefcase. So how about some ab crunch there? And same thing going back. I mean, lots of ab crunch there. What I am starting to feel though is that these joints, if you're not careful with them, and this is something that I don't know, it's kind of iffy, they can start to get weak on you, because I'm starting to feel a little bit of a give now to these. So I hope they don't give so much. I mean, I have some of that Kiki's juice or whatever they have that you put in it, and it tightens up the joint or gummies the joint up so that you can get some more traction with it. But anyways, that's what I'm feeling. And again, I'm being completely transparent here. I want everyone to understand what they're getting. Can kick out or can do the splits that far. That's hilarious. He does have some articulation there to go up and down. How far he can kick up? Quite a bit. And they do articulate there. So you've got that. That's the thigh cut, I guess. And then he's got a cut down here. These can articulate as well at the joint there. They're not double jointed, single jointed knees, and he can go about that far. He cannot kick his own butt. So you can undo that. Let's see, yes, there's a cut there at the bottom. So kind of a boot cut. And then he can do ankle pivot, and he can go, I didn't test this out, that far down, that far up, which is not bad. Not bad at all. What else am I missing here? We did the splits. He kicked up. He can kick back quite a ways too. So there's that. And he can, well, I think we already did that. So there you go. So articulation wise, it's actually really good, even though it has, I would have liked more range. I mean, it's a skeleton after all. You would think that you could get way more articulation out of it. Not that it's bad. It's just that I was thinking you could get more articulation. Now, yeah, is it worth $36.99? Well, let's rate it first. You know what? Before we even get into rating it, as far as articulation goes, we've already rated it at 4.5 as far as looks or aesthetics, let's look at some of the things that it comes with, right? So you get several skulls. You get this skull here. Does this one articulate? It does not. But you get a, you know, I'm not sure the brain would hold up that well, but hey, it looks great. Oh, we got a little bit of a defect here. I think they had some wash spill over there, but still the color looks fantastic. Nice little wash there. They got sloppy here, but you know, you can just make believe that's a little blood or whatever. So nice wash. So there's that. You've got this head right here. Now this one, like some other ones, articulates at the jaw, and yes, this does pop out. So we've got some very interesting possibilities here. Oh no. 1 second, please. Well, the carpet monster almost got that one, but I've managed to drag it out from its teeth. So here's this one, a very interesting looking skull as well. I like it, very nice. And the jaw articulates, we just saw that. Then you have this particular head right here. Not as angry as this head. See, this is a little different. And not only that, but no, this one doesn't articulate. Well, some of these do and some of these don't. So this is just a regular skull again. And here's the bottom of it. I think these might fit on the Marvel Legend. Take a look in a minute. Then you have this one, very scary looking face here. It's got horns coming out of his face. I wonder what that guy looked like when he was, oh, there he is. And then he can articulate that mouth really wide. So there's that, fangs, almost like a vampire skull there. Super scary. And then you've got this one, and this one does articulate. So you've got this one that does not articulate, and then this one that does. They're a little bit different, but this one does articulate. I really love all of the different skulls that you get. Now, the key to me here is if these things fit on a Marvel Legend or a G.I. Joe Classified, man, that would be game changer for me. So anyways, you get two hands, and these are two grip hands. You saw me, I actually made this hand into a trigger hand. So I actually cut into this and cut that open because the hand that you get does not have that. I mean, it's solid, it's closed. So I cut through here and then I cut through that, and I made him a grip hand with this. I made him a left-handed skeleton. So anyways, there's that. You do get these kind of relaxed hands right here. Very nice. Yeah, they look like skeleton hands. And then you also get these kind of more splayed out, reaching for you hands, right? They're coming out to get you, choke you, grab you, whatever type of hand, right? So you get 3 pairs of hands. I'm actually okay with the variety. Maybe would have liked one pointing. I would have liked one pointing, but you know what? If you heat this up, you could probably get it to point, and it would probably hold its shape. And then you get these 2 knives. These two, well, this is a knife, this is a sword. You know what these swords remind me of? They remind me of the McFarlane swords we used to get with Spawn stuff. So these are very stylized. Not bad. Look good. Look okay. So, and you know what? Let's give it a rating real quick. So, well, if we give it a rating now, I want to. There is something that would change my mind. For articulation, I'm going to give it maybe a 4. So this figure, to me, like this, without anything else interfering in my judgment, I would say this figure is a solid like 4.2. Yeah. So it's a solid figure. Is it worth $36.99? Well, let's look at one last thing. I definitely want to, let me see if I can find a, give me 1 second. All right, so here we have 2 figures. We have a Marvel Legend and a G.I. Joe Classified. Let's see if we can get some of these skulls to fit on these guys. I don't know if he did this or not. Let's see if this one fits on here. Hold on, going off camera for just a second. It will not fit on this one. It won't. It's very tight, and I don't want to mess this up. Let me see if it'll fit on Destro. 1 second. It will not fit on Destro, guys. It's just, I mean, it's just that close. It's so close. But I will tell you this. I will tell you though that you could probably, if you settle on a head for it, you could probably get away with making now once you open up that joint though, or once you Dremel that joint out of that head, that skull, it's done. I mean, then you're going to have to settle for maybe putting some blue tack or sticky tack on that to make it last the rest of the way. There's that. So yeah, once you Dremel those, it's over. Now you're going to have to start using, it's not over, but you're going to have to start modifying this to fit on there, because otherwise it's just going to be all over the place and super loose. So anyways, let's see what he stands like next to some, this is what he scales well with G.I. Joe, but let's just give you an idea here. So there he is standing next to Destro. I mean, gosh, Destro is taller than him, but only by a pinch, right? Smidge, only a smidge. So there's that. Let's grab Daredevil. Look at that. He scales really well. These scale really well with your Marvel Legends and stuff. So there's that. Classifies. They look good. And then let's just grab our old buddy. Does he stand? Is he still standing, or is he having trouble today? This guy is, it might be because you're standing by that Budweiser amp. You're always feeling a little drunk lately. Used to have no trouble. Come on now, stand up. No trouble before, but ever since. Anyways, I'm kind of just going to hold them there because it's going to take forever. Yeah, he's still a little shorter than the night trooper. The night trooper is shorter than this guy. So there you have it. Is he worth $36.99? Well, you'll have to be the judge of that. To me, am I overwhelmed with happiness with this purchase? No. I think the value, I don't know if the value is there for $36.99. I think this would be more appropriately priced maybe at $25. That's just my opinion. But then again, the quantities in which he ordered were probably much smaller than the price could be justified at that level. So I get it. I know that smaller quantity things, niche action figures, are going to cost a little more. But in my mind, in my personal opinion, it's probably worth about no more than 25 bucks, maybe 28 bucks, maybe. But $36.99, I don't know. And that's why I only bought the one, because at $60, over 60, probably $80 for two of these. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just couldn't, it's not that I can't afford this. It's just that I feel some kind of way spending that much. But I'm glad to do it for $36.99. But I think any more than that, and I'm just bailing. So, and it's not because, like I said, it's not because I can't afford it. It's just because I feel some kind of way paying for something that anyways, you know what I mean. The value seems not to be there for anything more. I mean, if it's just a hair more than that, then I'm out. But anyways, I am happy with it, but I would have liked to see the value or the price a little bit lower, the price point. So good figure. Like I said, a 4.2, solid figure. He feels a little delicate, not cheap, just delicate. And the articulation isn't the best, but he's still, he's got a tremendous crunch. The articulation here in these joints and here, I would have liked to see more of that. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. This has been the review of the Bone Brawler. I actually had fun with it, and I plan to use it in more displays. So anyways, again, very grateful for everyone who's subscribed. Very grateful for everyone who's joined me on this journey. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments below. Am I right on this figure? Am I off on this figure? Is it worth way more? Is it, is it worth way less? you let me know. And let me know if I got it wrong. So thanks so much for watching, guys. And as always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling it out.